It's so wonderful to see you.
Wonderful to see you too.
Oh.
Thank you for being my distinguished guest, Dr. Hyun Kyung.
Oh, thank you for inviting me.
Yes, my honor, my honor. So, what kind of tea are you drinking today on Love Medicine TV?
Today I'm drinking Egyptian licorice. I remember you practice African spirituality. So I think it's an appropriate herb tea to drink with you today. Yes.
Yes, beautiful. And it, for me, you symbolize so much of that identity of some of the Egyptian goddesses of rebirth and beauty. So it feels like perfectly in alignment for viewers to be able to experience with us today. And
it's my honor.
Yes, thank you so much. And for those who are watching, share a little bit about how we know one another and what you do here, at Union in the world.
Yes. You came into my life at Union. I'm teaching at Union. I'm a professor of interfaith engagement. So I teach meditation, love, meet wisdom, Buddhist Christian dialogue, ecofeminism and earth spirituality. And also I teach classes like interfaith peacemaking. So, you are like perfectly in line with what I'm teaching. So before we are a professor-student relationship, but I'm so glad that you become such a wonderful, creative person, like a cultural transformer who create her own job, her own world of healing, and benefiting many people. Like you are one of our star graduates from Union Theological Seminary. So thank you for what you are doing in this world.
Oh, thank you so much. That means so much coming from you. And for those who are watching this and viewing it and hearing those words, it really comes from a woman who models so much of that. I think the thing that stands out to me the most are the ways that you have taken time to be present with students and taken time to reconnect us, not only to who we are, but the earth that creates us. And to teach so much just by being who you are in your radical ways and your resilient ways. And so many times, for those who are watching, I want you folks to know that so many times you've been such an advocate for students, for individuals, that it's not a surprise that wherever we are, folks approach you as the goddess that you are. It's just such a gift. So I appreciate you being the pioneer that you are to model for me what it means to stand as a woman leader in the world. And I really want to learn more about, what community inspired that? What community do you represent? What community do you come from to have pioneered the way that you do?
Yes, I came from radical student movement for democracy in South Korea. Then I joined the worldwide women's movement and peace movement and ecological movement. So people who want to make a different world. My major community of resistance and celebration are Korean women, both North and South, and Korean American women. But I also worked with women all around the world, Asia, Africa, Latin America, and Europe, and Oceania, to teach feminist spirituality, feminist theology, also interfaith peacemaking. Those people who try to really bring peace and justice in ourselves, in our community, and on this earth, with the earth. I will call them my people. So my people's boundary is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And nowadays, especially teaching my earth spirituality course, I feel my community is not just human beings, trees and grasses and water, ocean, forest. All of them are my earthlings. So I want to work with all of them. Because basically all of us came from same big explosion of love, first the Big Bang. So we are all stardust trees and us, and we share so much element together.
Yes. So, little commercial break. Thanks so much for taking that moment with us. And so you are sharing with me what community you represent. Now tell me a little bit more about a issue that you notice in community. In the community, I know you said your community is expanding and it's growing and it's interconnected with the big world we live in. And one of the things that I know of you is that you've done work with the United Nations, you've done work with so many communities, indigenous communities that know, love, and respect you. And so, what is, if you were to boil it down to one ailment right now, a wound in our community, what is a wound you see?
Yes, I see the basic wound is the destruction of Earth and also destruction of our inner ecology. So it's the outer ecology and our inner ecology are directly connected. You know, when you have this crazy president, I have another crazy president in Korea. We have every weekend, like millions of people with a candle go out to the plaza and ask for impeachment of this. Our first women president. I'm so sorry that women couldn't be a model, but you know, rather than being a woman president, she was her father's daughter who were the dictators. Yeah. So this political turmoil and economic turmoil. Look at what is happening in Standard Rock. You know, rather than keeping their drinking water resources, they try to put this pipeline, oil pipelines. This is really hurting Earth. But it's not just hurting Earth, it is really ask us decisions, choice we need to make, whether we will have this old mode of living, fossil fuel, and this unlimited production and consumption kind of life, and never satisfied with all these materials, or different kind of life. We live with less, we live with the least damage of the earth, where we can find a way how to live a balanced and mutually beneficial love with Mother Earth. But when we destroy our outer ecology, physical Earth, and our economy, you know, so ecology, economy all came from Greek word oikos, which is household, household of God. So we destroy the household of God in a beautiful earth, and also we destroyed our ecology with this unlimited production and consumption of neoliberalism, and also our politics of warmongering and politics for 1%. That really create a very toxic environment. But also our personal trauma and personal psychic spiritual wound in relation to this very destructive outer ecology, we lose our balance and harmony. So my motto is healing ourselves and healing Earth. So when we make, you know, physical level and spiritual level and emotional level and intellectual level, to make our inner ecology very clear, and we, with that energy, we go out to change this unjust system. So one of the course I teach at Union is mysticism and revolutionary social change. how inner mystic, your radical love, and your mystical vision can help and can transform this world. So inner peace and inner justice is directly connected with outer peace and outer justice. So my work is really restore this balance and harmony in our inner and outer ecology.
Well said, well said. Something, as you were sharing, that I saw in my mind's eye was this image of an inner battle. And what happens if you're struggling inwardly, your outer world would look similar. But now, what about those whose daily experiences are wrestle? Like what do they do when they wake up based on their histories and feel a wrestle inside, or they want to help heal the earth but don't know how? What are some ways every day, everyone from the doctor to the philanthropist to the person living in a gully, can make steps toward that transformative process? How is that possible?
I think everybody needs to have even 5 minutes of touching the earth every day. Going outside, even you live in Harlem, very treeless street. Get out and look at the sun and look at the tree. And also what we put into our body. Every day we need to eat. And what kind of food we eat. Every day, 3 meals. We eat these animal product, animals who are raped and tortured and killed. And we eat that kinds of food, and we eat all these GMOs. We have to be very conscious of what we eat, what we put into our body. Not only food, what kinds of drama, what kinds of movie, what kind of radio program you listen to. Everything comes into you, and they stayed in your store consciousness. So, even you make a small change in your everyday life, to touching the earth and to touching your body. And maybe just 5 minutes of sitting or walking meditation. You just stop everything. Really stop what you do. All this discursive thinking and worry. Just stop and breathe. And just be still, be with yourself, and look deeply into yourself. In just 5 minutes a day, it will make a great difference to restore balance and harmony in your ecology.
As you were sharing, something that came to light was the Zen meditation class that I took with you, and that amazing opportunity that I had, even with all the challenges, because 108 bows every morning has its challenges up and down. Yes. But the act of it, the commitment to it, and the endurance and the centering. And I remember walking through the amazing Union Courtyard to be able to, and in connection and community, in step with our other students. It's something that as a business owner, as a leader, and as a mentee of yours, has impacted my day-to-day life on a regular basis. And so I'm so gifted by the fact that you continue to embody that every day. And I'm curious, how do you stand in that? How do you be that love medicine each day in your own way?
No, after Trump is elected, I doubled my practice. So every morning I did 108 bow. Now I do 2 sets of 108 bow in the morning, because there are so many demonstrations, and many union students got very depressed, angry, and they have a very late papers and many sickness. So I felt no matter what happened, I have to keep my peace, my balance. Otherwise, how could I be a holding power for my student and people I meet? So, when difficult time comes, I double my spiritual practice, and I do try to have a daily meditation.
1, 2, 3.
Yes, grandmother. I created stages of our program through Union Theological Seminary classes. This year we have Sage, Miriam Greenspan, and Roger Gottlieb. They will have a workshop on healing ourselves and healing the earth on March 31st and April 1 for 3 days. And the Miriam is feminist psychologist, and Roger is an ecological philosopher and activist. They are husband and wife. So it will have a great combination to make a connection between our inner healing and outer healing. Anybody who are interested in me in this workshop, please contact me. You may have a chance to join us. My email is huts.uts.columbia.edu.
Yes.
See you soon.
See you soon, and thank you, Dr. Hyun Kyung, for being the
Doctor,
love
sacred
medicine that the world needs. Thank you all for joining us. See you next time. Thank you for joining our powerful, fierce women rise series. Ashe, continue to be the love medicine the world needs. Peace.
Ashe.
Ashe.